Remember when going to the movies felt like a treat and you were so excited? You would circle the date on the calendar because that's when the summer blockbuster dropped. Now, it feels like Hollywood thinks every week is the summer. So what happened? So today I want to talk about how blockbusters went from being special to feeling like they're kind of everywhere, and how studios are spending insane amounts of money to chase a $1 billion dream, even if it's breaking the system. So by the end of this video, you'll know why you're so tired of explosions, capes, and CGI sludge, and what Hollywood could actually do to save itself. So welcome to the Retro Class channel. I'm Retro. Let's get into it. So once upon a time in the distant year of 1975, that's a while, there was a shark named Jaws, and that shark went to do something crazy. It invented the summer blockbuster. It was huge. People lined up around the block, quite literally, to see it. Then came Star Wars, and suddenly every studio wanted their own mega hit. But they didn't just flood the market. The studios back then knew summer was a moment, a season. Studios saved their biggest movies for those hot months, making each one an event. You didn't get 1,000 Jaw ripoffs every month. It was one epic film per summer if you were lucky, and that scarcity made them special. And we fast forward to now, there's no more summer, quote unquote, anymore. It's a blockbuster season 24/7, 365. At some point, studios realized they don't have to wait till June to cash in. Take Black Panther in February or Frozen 2 in November. Both of these movies made $1 billion, so why stick to one season? Now, every month, honestly, almost every week, has a mega release. And instead of making us excited, it makes us feel more exhausted. Imagine eating your favorite dessert every day. 10 times out of 10, it stopped being your favorite dessert pretty quick, right? Well, same thing for these movies. Now, what if I told you these desserts cost $25 million on average? It's an expensive dessert. That's the average budget for a major blockbuster, and that doesn't even include marketing, which could honestly up the price to around another 100 million potentially. Those Instagram and Google ads are not that cheap, or commercials. So the question needs to be asked, why spend so much? Because studios have one goal, to hit $1 billion at the box office. Anything less and they're sweating. Now, I know there's no way you forgot about this amazing, super special, everybody loved it blockbuster mega hit, The Flash. The movie bombed so hard, it made Warner Brothers rethink their entire DC strategy. And if I had to put dollars to donuts, and I know nobody says that but me, I'd say that's the reason why we have James Gunn heading DC Studios right now. So maybe that was a good thing, I don't know. So thank you, Flash, for your sacrifice. You will not be missed whatsoever. Okay, bringing it back. These budgets aren't just big, they're risky. And the risk means that studios are more desperate than ever to get that money back. If you need a good example of this, look into Morbius. Morbius needed to make its money back so bad that the studios somehow believed that the online discourse around Morbius somehow turned positive and they re-released the movie. You can't make that up. That's just embarrassing. And here's the wicked part. It's not that it's only just too many blockbusters, it's that they all kind of feel the same to some extent. Bad CGI battles, check. Quippy dialogue, double check. Saving the world, triple check. Now, please tell me, what movie am I talking about? Because that covers so many movies. And you would think, no it doesn't, you're being hyperbolic. I'm not though, I am not. That could be literally any Marvel movie, any Fast or Furious movie, any movie that has the slightest bit of action could be covered by those checkboxes. And it's getting played to death. And audiences are starting to wise up and starting to check out because of it. Sure, all these movies look amazing, but when every film is trying to be the biggest and loudest, nothing is honestly that big and loud. It's just commonplace, to the point where it's become some weird CGI echo chamber of everybody saying yes, 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 oh that's amazing, that's amazing, that's amazing. But here's the thing, it's not. And these CGI slops, like I said earlier, cost a lot of money. So studios have to have strategies to get that money back. Worst comes to worst. And honestly, worst comes a lot more often than it used to for these studios. So here are some strategies they use. The first one is ticket prices. Notice how everything is now IMAX 3D or some quote-unquote premium format? It's not for your benefit, it's so they can charge you an extra $20 per ticket. Then there's the merch strategy. Buy the toy, the shirt, the Funko Pop, the everything. And if none of that works, hit the red button, make a sequel. Because why take risks when nostalgia prints money? With all this said, what exactly is this costing Hollywood? Besides millions of dollars. The cost of Hollywood's blockbuster obsession is creativity. Mid-budget movies, the ones with heart and originality, are getting squeezed out and pushed to the background. That's why you see 10 superhero movies before you see another Everything Everywhere All at Once. Let me pause real fast. I gotta glaze Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece easily. I thought I was sick of multiverses after I saw Doctor Strange that year, and I was like, I don't want Marvel doing this anymore. It was so bland. And then I saw this movie the next day, and I'm like, how do they do it better? With less budget, it was so great. Everything about that movie is so amazing. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. 10 out of 10 movie, flowers for everybody involved. Such a great movie. Okay, glazing done. Back to the actual script. Studios don't want to gamble on new ideas. They'd rather rehash the same old formula. And that's bad news for everyone, filmmakers, audience, and the industry itself. So while it might sound like I'm bashing all blockbusters, they're not all bad. Some genuinely push the boundaries of what movies can do. Take Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, or Barbie, or even Dune. Speaking of Dune, Dune 2 was so good. It was so... I gotta chill, I'm about to get off script again. Let me get back on script. These films prove you can be epic and original. Hollywood doesn't need to ditch blockbusters. They just need to remember what made them special in the first place. Bold ideas, not just big budgets. So what can audience do, right? Here's some good news. You have power to some extent, but you still have power. Your ticket is your vote. Support movies that feel fresh. Skip the ones that feel like copy and paste. Hollywood will follow the money. And who knows, honestly, if we demand better blockbusters, we might just get them. So what do you think? Are blockbusters doomed, or can they make a comeback? Let me know in the comments as always, and thanks for watching. Oh, forgot to mention, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, hit that bell and all that other fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, ramble time, guys. So it's the end of the year by the time I'm recording this, and I don't know when this will go up, but just want to talk about how movies I felt have been doing this year. Not the best. Like I said earlier, I feel like it's just an oversaturation of just, this is a great movie. This is a great movie, quote unquote, budget wise. In actuality, they're just very mediocre. For example, Red 1, the whole Santa Claus, Captain America, The Rock movie, it doesn't look interesting. It's very dumb. J.K. Simmons is great, but it doesn't make you want to go see the movie, because it feels like a lot of movies nowadays are, hey, here's a big name, here's a big name, here's a big name, here's a C-tier AI written plot or something like that. And then, like, you're supposed to go watch it, and it's just not enjoyable. Also, apparently, The Rock charged $50 million to be in that movie, just to be himself, and I just can't stand The Rock anymore. The appeal of The Rock has died, I think, for a lot of people, myself included. And I think we're all kind of just past the point of saying, oh, insert big name to movie. Clearly, people are going to fill up seats. I don't feel like that works anymore. I think social media has kind of taken away the mystery, the illusion of celebrities. And now, most of the time, they just seem like really rich, disconnected weirdos. Just sometimes the mask off on a lot of these celebrities, they're just really rich weirdos. And that's a shame, but it is what it is. So I just want to talk about that and how I think movies are going in a bad direction. Hopefully it'll change by next year. I doubt it, but maybe it will. That'd be cool. So yeah, thanks for watching if you got this far. Hope that breakdown was fast enough for you. I'll see you in the next one. I got some cool video popping up here somewhere else. I don't know. Watch it, maybe subscribe and all the other fun stuff. Okay, I'm rambling again. Okay, bye.